The human brain doesn't feel pain, yet somehow it's where we suffer most. You see, the brain has no pain sensing nerves. Neurosurgeons can even operate on it while you're awake. So it's ironic that this is where suffering begins, not because physical pain isn't real, but because the mind rarely experiences pain by itself. The mind immediately begins writing a story. Why me? What if it gets worse? Will this ever end? What have I lost? The physical pain becomes surrounded by fear and anger and resistance. The discomfort may be in the body, but suffering begins multiplying in the mind. I've lived with a degenerative back condition for decades, multiple surgeries, and through it all, I realized something. Most of my suffering wasn't coming from my condition. It came from everything my mind built around it. The stories, the expectations, the limitations, the future I imagined. For me, the pain wasn't the whole burden, the story was. We don't just experience pain, we enthrone it. We give it a seat it never asked for. We carry it into every conversation, every decision, every day. Until eventually we're no longer living with pain, we're living for it. That's what conditioning does. It places pain at the center of our focus. So we feed it with attention. We rehearse it. We fight it. And resistance quietly magnifies what was already difficult. We give it far more place than it deserves. Take care of your body. See the doctors. Heal what can be healed. Once you've done what you can, another question emerges. Can I stop fighting reality and start living again? Pain is part of being alive. It's what allows us to recognize health and comfort, joy and pleasure. Pain asks for attention. Conditioning asks us to build it a home. The brain can't feel pain, but it can spend a lifetime multiplying suffering. Maybe suffering isn't asking to become your identity. Maybe it's inviting you to hold it differently, to right-size your thinking, to give it less space, to make more room for life. Maybe it's a reminder to return to this moment, to remember there still is life waiting to be lived, even here. Come, walk with me a while.